I'm living.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
What is it like being out? Sean said a few weeks ago you'd be able to do some live contact and stuff like that. What has that been like to get back at that?
I mean, it just feels good to be back out there on the court. I mean, I've been on the court all summer, working out, trying to get back to myself. But as far as, me being back on the court against, playing against other guys, other talented players and everything, I mean, it's definitely fun to get that competition back into your life.
Sean said that we would find a more mature Brandon Ashley. In what way do you think you're more mature this year?
Honestly, I feel like I've matured in quite a few different aspects. I mean, just in the way that I view the game. Certainly, I mean, to sit out 17 games and just have to sit there and watch, your team and everything. I mean, you learn a lot. I mean, just you watch, some of the things that they do, whether that be, good things that they did or mistakes that they made, and you can kind of, alter that and tweak that, to where it helps, your game out in the long run. So, I mean, just to be able to sit there and watch those guys, play a tough 17 games, I mean, it was certainly an experience.
The Brandon Ashley we saw last year compared to freshman year was vastly different. Obviously, with the injury, could you still work and refine things in your game over the summer? Are we going to see even more improved?
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, I've been back on the court probably since early June. So, I mean, in terms of skill work and all that stuff, I've been able to do all that stuff all summer. The only thing that I wasn't able to do all summer was a lot of contact stuff. And even still, about halfway through the summer, I even started to do a little bit of contact. So, I mean, it was just, a slow process, but I mean, it definitely was a good one.
You were going at such a high level when you went down. Obviously, that you got to be motivated to get out and pick up where you left off and show people that there's better yet.
Oh, certainly. I mean, my confidence is sky high. I mean, I was confident coming into last year. I think I have, the same, if not more confidence, coming in this year. So, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to being back out there on the court and proving myself again.
In what ways, once you really get rolling now this season, in what ways do you think you'll be better?
I mean, I can't say there's just one thing. I mean, I feel like in terms of my body fat, that's lower than it's ever been at this point right now. So I feel like, as far as my quickness, my speed, all that, me just being a better athletic player, I think that's going to be better. Me being a better defender, better rebounder, all of that good stuff. And also, I've also enhanced, my ball handling abilities, my shot. I mean, just pretty much, every aspect of my game is what I focused on this summer.
I'm sure there was probably a very large part of you that kind of wished you were going to be able to move on after last season. But is it a blessing to be back with a team that can do so much like this group?
I mean, to be completely honest, there was never, even if I would have been healthy throughout the whole entire season last year, there was never a 100% chance that I was going to leave. I mean, it was possible, as I'm sure it is for plenty of players all throughout the country, but I never made up my mind. I wasn't sure what I was going to do just yet. And with the injury, I mean, that definitely, kind of forced me to make the decision to come back. But I mean, I definitely see it as a blessing in disguise. I mean, just the fact that, it changed my perspective on the way that I view things now. I feel like a more mature person. I feel like, I don't know, I just see things a lot differently, and I'm excited to come back.
How interesting are you to see what you and Caleb can do as two guys who've been now in the program 3 years, been playing side by side quite a bit? Do you feel pretty good about your chemistry, and do you guys ever talk about what kind of line front line you can form there?
Oh, certainly. I mean, we don't necessarily talk about it. I mean, it's almost like an unspoken bond that we have. We understand, each other's games. We understand how each other, how the both of us play and everything. So, I mean, just the time that we've had to grow and develop, as individuals has helped us also grow together.
What have you seen from the young guys, some of the newcomers? Are they impressive, and do they compare to last year's crowd?
No, certainly. I mean, we have some of the most talented guys in the country, Kadeem coming from a junior college where he was one of the best players there at that level. Stanley, Craig coming from a major program. Obviously, we all know Stanley's accolades and everything, so I mean, he's a hell of a player. Parker as well. So I mean, we definitely got a very good group of guys. Dusan as well coming, from overseas. So, I mean, we have a very good group of guys. I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody grow and develop. I mean, we definitely have a hard-working, talented group. So it should be fun to see them grow.
What's your scouting report on Stanley?
There isn't one. I mean, he's one of those dudes that's just really hard to guard. He's one of those dudes that's very versatile in the way that he scores and the way that he operates on the court. And I think that's exciting.
Is it a case? And you guys went through this last year, being number one. You're going to be number one by some polls and organizations this year. How do you embrace those expectations? How do you handle that all?
I mean, you can't not embrace it. I mean, we have, I don't know with the number one on your back, I mean, that also puts like a target, on your back. Everybody's going to be looking to knock you off. And so, I mean, you have to certainly embrace that and acknowledge it. But you have to take the challenge as well. And so with that, with such a high, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but I mean, such a high statement, of how talented our team is and everything. You definitely have to look at that and embrace the challenge and fight it.